Hey friends, what is up? Welcome to the live stream. We are starting a brand new project today that I'm very excited for. The Lego Technic McLaren P1. It is big, it is epic, and it's catching a lot of hate online. A lot of people saying that it looks trash, that it's a garbage model, that the Lego designers are getting lazy, that you can get a better looking one from other companies for cheaper. I don't know, maybe that's true. I haven't tried them out. I always say though, you have to see a model in person, not just the picture on the box, before you actually can know if it's really trash or not. Sometimes it's true. I'm not gonna sit here and say that every single thing that Lego has ever made is a perfect set. This one might be bad, but we're gonna find out today. So thank you for being here. Hello, Elliot, welcome into the live. Good to see you in the chat. I love the way this set looks. You know what, Elliot? I think it looks pretty cool too. Like, I don't mind it. There's a lot of people online that are really feeling some kind of ways about this, so we're gonna find out. Yeah, it's gonna be a good time getting it built though. If you're watching on the replay, welcome. Make sure you follow and hit that notification bell so you can join the live stream next time as it's going. You can join us in the chat. Come have a good time. So without further ado, let's dive into this sucker, shall we? This thing is 3,800 pieces, so it's gonna be a little while of building to get this thing done. Yeah, Elliot, I agree with you. I think that it looks pretty cool. I do understand what some of the people online were saying though. Like, I don't know if it's gonna be as nice of a design as some of the other supercars that we've seen Lego design. This 1/8 scale model is a really popular one for them. I think this is the 5th in this series. But I mean, the box art looks beautiful, so I'm not mad about that. I'm gonna sit that right behind me there. Ooh, okay. As we open it up, oh, I love having the overhead camera. As we open it up, we got this cool little box art design for the P1 right there. But I find Technic harder than others. So yeah, Elliot, I'm not a huge Technic guy either. I've done a lot of Technic inside of brick sets, but I've never done a full Technic set before. So we're really diving into the deep end with this being my first full big Technic set. So hello, Alex, welcome in. Okay, so they're showing us some of the interior. This thing is gonna be pretty, you know what? Also what I'm liking, it looks a lot more yellow than what I was thinking it would. I was thinking it would be more orange based on the picture on the box, but I like this kind of yellow color that they're doing. That's pretty cool. So let's see, where do we start? Here you can see on the overhead, we've got some pictures of it on the roadway, like it's actually racing around. I'm gonna scoot this table over a little bit because I just realized it's not quite centered. There we go. Okay, and I did see a picture online that they have mimicked these doors here. What are those called? Is that butterfly doors? I don't know. Scissor doors. There's some fancy term for it. I'm looking forward to this set. Oh, good, Joey. A lot of people were giving it some hate online, so we're gonna see what we're gonna do here. Honestly, the packaging alone is very nicely done. I'm a little bit, oh yeah, you just pull this one out? It does, it says box 1 right there. So I guess that's what we're gonna start with. Then this over here is gonna be 3. Oh no, this is 2. This is 3. Wow, just unboxing this is like its own whole video. Whoa, look at down here in the box. These are the manuals. This is manual number 1. Look at how thick that manual is for just manual number 1. And then manual number 2 is equally thick. Jeez, this is gonna take a minute, guys. Okay, so we'll put box 1 and box 3 back in, fold those back up. That's really cool packaging. I know packaging isn't like a big deal, but Lego did a good job with that packaging there. Butterfly doors there. Thank you, Alex. Thank you for telling me. Hello, friends. Jess, welcome in. I always built it wrong and only find out 200 pages later. That is the risk for Lego, isn't it? Yeah. I'm so excited for you to take the next 12 hours to build this. Hey, guys, it's Tyler. Tyler's in the chat. I mean, I'm not going to take the whole time to build it, but it will probably take 12 hours total. Hey, everyone, if you peer pressure Tyler enough, maybe he'll come downstairs and join the live. Hi, Kelly. Welcome in. Now moderating for some other streamers, so I'm here a bit less. Oh, that's okay, Elliot. All right, book 1, McLaren P1. McLaren Automotive. Design teams from McLaren Automotive and the LEGO Group met for the ultimate playdate to explore our shared passions, design excellence, innovative technology, and groundbreaking engineering that inspires the drivers and builders of tomorrow. We kept playing. Ready to join? This is looking pretty good. Politely demands Tyler Cameo. Yeah, nice, Jess. Since 2010, McLaren has been a leader in automotive engineering. Is McLaren that young of a company? I didn't realize it was only 2010. Wow. Building on its racing DNA to produce truly astonishing supercars and hypercars. The McLaren P1 exemplifies our ability to blend cutting-edge technology, aerodynamics, and sleek design, and it's incredible to see these elements brought to life so precisely in the LEGO Technic McLaren P1. Oh, maybe it was just in 2010 they've been making street cars. They were making racing cars before that. The racing DNA. What does it take to become and remain the best in your industry? No two businesses or industries are alike, and there is no one-size-fits-all answer to that question. But we discovered while making this model that McLaren Automotive and LEGO Technic designers share a playful curiosity that drives us to constantly test boundaries. We test how technological advances in other fields may inspire innovation in ours. And most importantly, we do it not just for ourselves, but to give others a world-class experience that inspires a global community to live out their passions and dreams. We put the drivers and builders of tomorrow at the wheel. McLaren is a pioneer that continuously pushes the boundaries. In 1981, it introduced lightweight and strong carbon fiber chassis to Formula One with the McLaren MP41. Then in 1993, it designed and built the McLaren F1 road car, and the company has not built a car without a carbon fiber chassis since. They have continually raised the bar and set new standards, and one of the most legendary examples of this is the McLaren P1. The purpose of the McLaren P1 was to show the industry what the future of performance could look like. Oh, there's so many things. Okay. Wow, there's so many things to read in here. I'm not going to read all of it. Maybe we'll come back and read more of it later when my fingers are getting sore. But yeah, it's looking pretty. Breaking boundaries. Got the designers there. Man, they're giving us a whole look at all of these things. Exciting engineering challenge. Showing what could come. Play with it. Wow, there's like literally a novel in here of like design and behind the scenes and stuff. Okay, that is pretty cool. Prepare to move fearlessly forwards and enjoy every moment of your building experience right to the finish line. Okay, so as with many sets, they've got Indie Builder app. It looks like they've actually got like a little podcast or audio thing that you can listen to while you're building this set, so that's fun. Box 1, exhaust and rear suspension. Some of the characteristic details of the McLaren P1 are the spoiler mechanism, the single central exhaust, and the custom option gold foil lined engine bay. The application of the foil allows heat to be deflected away from the body panels. This detail was recreated in this model with gold colored elements. The black wishbone elements recreate the authentic suspension. Okay, well, here we go. Box 1. Box 1, bag 1. Oh. Okay, let's see. Where is bag 1? There we go, bag 1. We got some of these extra elements. Let's dive in. Chassis. Chassis? It's the outside shell of the car. Okay, great. Clearly I'm not a car person. Also, McLaren, a British car. Come on, I did know that. Yeah. I did know that McLaren is from you UKers. I'm a big fan of the P1. Nice, Joey. I mean, just looking at the pictures, it looks like a gorgeous car, so I understand why you would be a fan of it. Looks great. Is Lando or Oscar in the book? Probably. I don't know who Lando or Oscar are. I'm assuming they're the designers or something. Let's see. We had some pictures of designers. Who's this? Jamie. Tobias. Oh, those are McLaren people. Simon. Chris. Simon, Tobias, Jamie, Chris, Ramona, Jeppy, Casper. Those are the people. I love my beautiful, stupid papaya boys. Okay. Hey, Amy. Tyler told me he ordered some millions. Oh, did he? Good. Good. All right. Enough preparations. Let's actually dive into this thing. Uh-oh, guys. I'm already getting a little nervous just seeing all the Technic pins. You guys know Technic is not usually my go-to, so we'll have to see how I manage with this. I think we should be fine, but you know, it's just new experiences. I'm not quite as familiar with Technic as I am with the bricks. Is there something wrong with the video quality? I don't know. Is there, Gary? Anyone else seeing something wrong with the video quality that Gary's seeing? Wish you were on last night. Well, late at half on last night, a group of people were outside my house fighting and shouting. Ooh, yikes. I hate Technic. I can't do it. Well, it is very different than bricks, so that is totally understandable. Technic is a completely different experience than the bricks, so that's all right. Looks like we're doing something in here, getting all those working together. That's pretty cool. Is this what I'm supposed to be using on there? Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, clicks right in. Gotcha. Yeah, I have not been a big Technic person before, but it is possible that this set will convert me. It's definitely possible. Oh, I see what they're doing with these. Cool. I don't see a problem, but I'm not a camera technician. Well, okay, well, good. Good afternoon, TJ. Been a minute. Hey, Lady Builder, welcome in. Great to see you. It's not as clear as it usually is. Well, that is strange. Maybe an internet thing's going on? I don't know why. Got a 5 on my AP test, so I'm going to buy like $200 worth of Lego sets to celebrate next weekend. That is a great thing to do. Congrats, by the way. 5 on an AP test. That is not a small thing. That's a big accomplishment. Way to go. I'm usually on one page for like 10 minutes until I figure out, then I give up. Is 5 good? Yes, Amy. 5 is a perfect score. Well, I guess not necessarily perfect score, but 5 is as good as you can score on an AP test. AP tests are like college level classes that you take while you're in high school in the US, or university level classes that you take while you're still in high school. You take the AP test to see how well you did and if you get college credit for it. So yeah, quality is not too bad for me. Okay, I know we're only on 720p, and also since I zoomed in so that you guys could see a little bit up closer, I know the camera quality is a little bit off because now it's like cropping it closer. Before, when we used to be at this style, maybe it looked a little bit clearer. I don't know if you prefer that or if you prefer we go back to the other way. You guys tell me in the comments, which version do you prefer? This slightly zoomed out or zoomed closer in? I built the Mars rover polybag last week, and I honestly don't think I did the technique correctly. Well, maybe not. If it's a polybag, it's not a huge deal, I guess. Puzzles, the only logical next step. Yes, there you go. Face camera's a little hazy, cloudy looking. Okay. No, I'm not using a different camera, just the same camera. Maybe it's just got a little something on the lens here. Let's just give it a little wipe. Is that better? Zoomed in is better? Amy says zoom in. Background distracts her. Okay. Closer seems better. Zoom. Everyone agrees closer is better. All right. Way better. That's better than. Okay, great. Please tell me not to eat Pringles today. Don't eat Pringles today? Why not? Why are we not eating Pringles today? What's going on with Pringles? Yep, wiping the lens made a difference. Okay, great. Perfect. Like the stream. Yes, thank you, Jess. Thank you for the reminder. Anyone who isn't already, make sure you are following and subscribed. Hit that notification bell so that you don't miss out, because this build will surely take several live streams to build. I'm going much slower than I do on a regular build since it's Technic, and I'm not quite as practiced with Technic bricks. And it's just a long build in general. It's like almost 4,000 pieces. It's a big set. Pringles are the worst for you. Oh, are they? I mean, I didn't think they were like good for you. I didn't think they were the worst. I just assumed they were kind of like just the same amount of bad for you as most junk food, you know? I need to eat healthier, facepalm emoji. I think we all could stand to eat a little healthier, right? I certainly could. But late night ice cream is just too good to not go for it. Okay, whoa. Whoa. What is happening? Okay, there we go. That's where it connects. You're taking the time to enjoy the build. I'm so proud. Yes. Yes, Jess. Thank you. I'm glad you're proud of me. I don't know if I would call it taking time to enjoy the build, or if I would just call it I'm physically not capable of building this one faster. But we will be taking a little bit more time on this set than on most of the others. I'm getting the Lamborghini Icon set in September in 2 months. Nice, very nice. Is that one you've had your eye on for a while, Gary? It's a pretty cool set. They're all the worst. They're all the worst type of chip. They're all full of harsh chemicals. Well, yeah, that's what I meant. Just like in general, fast food, junk food, not very good for you. I didn't know if there was like something especially bad in Pringles that you were saying, though. But that's the problem, Amy, is that they're bad for you, but they taste so good. Those harsh chemicals are so delicious. Make sure you don't get it wrong, more like LOL. That too, yeah, I am trying to take my time because I am not as confident in Technic as I am in bricks. So it is much more likely for me to make mistakes while building Technic. And we don't want that. We do not want mistakes to be made in such a large, complicated model. Yeah, I've been eyeing it for a while. Nice, Gary, and you're finally getting it. That is awesome. Those are such fun days when you get something that you've been looking at for a minute. Okay, so here's the black wishbone pieces that it was talking about in the book. And these are gonna go somehow. Oh man, I keep like losing the orientation of how this is supposed to be facing. So if anyone out there is new to the world of Technic, something that you might not know that's interesting, the different colors of pins aren't just for fun. They indicate how much resistance that pin has or how tight that pin will be. So if you're putting like these tan pins in are very, very loose. So you see this piece here was connected with a tan pin. So it moves around really, really easily. I don't remember the exact order of the resistance in them, like which ones are the tightest and the loosest. But that is how that's how they color code the pins, is based on, so like if instead of this tan one, for example, if I put this blue one in here, instead of the tan one, it would have a much harder, like this one, the tan one, you can just shake and it moves around. With a blue pin in there, it still moves, but it's much harder. And then there's different levels of how difficult it is to move based on the different colors. So there's some little Technic facts for you. So they can make different functions of different things based on how freely they want them to move versus how tight they want them to be. Those harmful chemicals taste like delicious cheese. They often do, yes. I never liked Technic sets. So hard for my fingers. Gary, I agree. Technic is much harder on my fingers as well. My thumbs especially, pushing in all the pins and everything, I find to be a bit more difficult. Ooh, or like this one. Oh, there we go. I find it to be a bit more difficult on my thumbs than just pushing down on bricks. So not usually my go-to, but I'm excited to give this one a try. Oh, we got some shocks, some spring-loaded shocks there. Oh, you open it. Okay. I'm definitely having to pay closer attention to these instructions than most of the other Lego brick build things that I do. Much closer attention. Oh, and there's a little diagram thing here. Show you where they're supposed to be, I guess. Make sure that we're doing this correctly. Line it up with the diagram. Okay. I think we're good. I never knew that. Yeah, Alex, a fun little Technic fact for you. So if you're building with Technic sets and you want something to rotate more freely, or if you want something to rotate more tightly and not rotate as much, you just got to switch the pins for different colors. This set is expensive. Yes, it is, Gary. This set is very expensive. All of the 1/8 scale supercars that Lego's been doing recently, the Lamborghini, the Ferrari, they're all very expensive. Is it worth the price? I don't know. Honestly, I'm really happy that Lego sent this to me, because I don't think I would have bought this on my own. I'm just not enough of a car lover to spend this much money on a set, but I know there are a lot of people out there who this is the only series of Lego that they collect, and they're like super stoked for this next model to release. So just depends on the person, I guess. You know, like I always say, worth is subjective. So a set that's worth it to one person won't be worth it to another, and that's totally fine. That's why we're glad Lego makes so many different things, so everyone can just be happy with the stuff that they're into and, you know, have a good time with it. Hey TJ, hi Star Wars, welcome in. What set did you have high hopes for and it didn't meet them versus one that blew your expectations out of the water? Okay, blew my expectations out of the water is, does that little thumbs up thing. Blew my expectations out of the water is the Ninjago Cole's Titan Dragon Mech. I was never a big mech guy, and that set, so amazing, so good, so cool. One that I was disappointed with was the Hogwarts Icons set, the one with the big Hedwig and the books and all those. Really didn't love that set, and I wanted to so bad because I love Harry Potter. That one was a bit of a disappointment for me. Okay, this guy goes here. That looks about right. All the Star Wars sets and the Jaws set releasing in August. Can't wait. Yeah, August is a big month, guys. Lego is not holding back their August releases. They are going for it. Star Wars, all the Dreams ones that I've done, this one, if you're in North America or Ireland, apparently, those Jurassic World sets that released in other countries in June, the Jaws one, like there's a lot coming out in August. Definitely going for it this August. What house are you? Joey, that is a great question. Here's the thing. I'm a little bit like Harry Potter in the fact that every time I take the test, it bounces back and forth between Gryffindor and Slytherin. So I don't actually know what house I'm in. I usually just say Slytherin just because I'm like, you know what, Gryffindor, unless I was like positive I was a Gryffindor, saying Gryffindor feels a little bit like being a little, you know, like, oh, I'm Gryffindor, I'm a main character kind of a thing. So I usually just say Slytherin, but I've gotten both on like every test that I've taken. So I don't know. I'm missing the Ferrari Technic set and this one when it comes out, but I'll probably get the one since it's cheaper out of the two. That's fair, Alex. You must have a pretty good collection then if you got all those other ones, because these are some big expensive sets to be collecting. Ravenclaw, Elliot's a Ravenclaw, nice. Very nice. Yeah, I kind of wish that I knew more for sure which house I was, because whenever people ask me, I always feel like I'm a fake Harry Potter fan, not knowing exactly what house I'm in, you know? Oh. Gotta make sure those are facing down. And then this comes in right here. Okay, those push into there. Those push in to there. Okay, great. Making progress. Slowly but surely on this one. Slow and steady wins the race or something like that, right? Something like that. I'm a Hufflepuff and proud. I love it, Joey. I feel like every Hufflepuff that I know is very proud to be a Hufflepuff, you know? They are quite expensive. I got one of them for 40 pounds, which blew my mind when I saw it in the supermarket. 40, that sounds like it's gotta have been a fake or a scam or something, right? 40 pounds? Aren't they usually like 400? That's insane. Take the test 3 times and what the majority is your house. I guess I could go do that, but not right now, obviously. Here's the real thing about Harry Potter, though. As much as I like Harry Potter, which is quite a bit, like I've got like the Giant Hogwarts is my favorite Lego set. I like Harry Potter quite a bit. I think the house sorting system is super, super flawed. I think it's a very poor system to sort people by. Personally. So that's maybe why I've never really cared enough to go like find out what house I actually would be. Because like I just think it's just not a very well-designed system of organization. But that's okay. J.K. Rowling did a lot of good stuff in her writing, and she did a lot of not so good stuff, both in her writing and her personal life. So, you know, you take the good with the bad, and it is what it is. I think every house is chill, but Gryffindor always gives some main character energy. It does. That's literally the point. She wrote it to give main character energy. So, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, put it like this. This is gonna stress me out, I can already tell you. Trying to get this section to work properly. Why does that not? Feels like something there's wrong. But I don't know enough about Technic to know if it's right or wrong or not. So I guess I'll just keep moving forward. I like Gryffindor. I mean, Gryffindor is good, yeah. Update, I got Tostitos, but the round ones. All right, nice, Jess. I never buy fake Lego at all, just because I don't trust it. Smart. But I was like that at first when I saw it, but it must have been because of the damaged box that it had. Okay, we love a damaged box discount. That's great. Lets me know what merch to buy. Haha. Oh, that is fair. For you know, buying scarves or outfits or whatever, that is fun to know what house you're in. Because yeah, when I go to Harry Potter World or whatever, I never really know. I never really know which stuff to get. Oh, and you can actually hit those suspensions. Nice. Very cool. Oops. Probably shouldn't mess around with that quite so much. And also in her personal life. Very subtle. I mean, you know. We all know what's going on. Do you have the Mercedes G-Wagon Technic set? I don't. This is the first and only Technic car that I have built. I built some other cars with Technic pieces in them, you know, like the Batman Dark Knight Trilogy Tumbler had some Technic in it, but it's mostly bricks. Same with the Ghostbusters and, you know, a few of the others that I built. But this is the first all Technic set I've ever made, actually. So we're starting with a big one. Just jumping into the deep end with this Technic. Okay, I'm just very fascinated by the way these gears and everything are interacting and working together. It's very cool. Okay, let's see. Make sure we got this page right here that shows us an overhead view of what everything is supposed to look like at this point. Let's make sure we're on track. Looks like it. Looks like we're doing pretty good. Lego are just testing me with the huge Technic sets for your first one. Honestly, yeah, they are. I was surprised when I got the email telling me that they were sending me this set, because I was a little bit like, wait, me? Like, this is a huge set, and I have never once on my page been like a huge car person, you know? And in general, Lego tries to send sets to creators who are like really interested in that theme or who've like done stuff like that before, you know, things like that. They don't always, but like in general, that's something that they kind of try to do. So, you know, like pages that do a lot of Star Wars stuff are more likely to get more Star Wars sets, things like that. Oh, well, now it doesn't turn anymore. So like I'm very unlikely to ever get sent Star Wars sets because there are so many other Lego ambassadors that Star Wars is like all they do. Like they're exclusively a Star Wars Lego page. So as an ambassador, you just have to kind of like figure out where your niche is or like what kind of sets you're gonna get. And so I just kind of figured that they would probably send Star Wars sets to, or send these Technic car sets to other creators who are like more, you know, vocal about the Technic sets. So I was pretty surprised. Obviously, not mad about it, but pretty surprised when they sent me this one because I've never done these before. So it's pretty cool. It's a really good chance to try something new with Lego, which is an awesome, awesome thing. But Barradur was too far. LOL. I mean, that one, yeah, that one was a bummer. I was sad about not getting Barradur. I cannot lie. I do consider myself to be a pretty big Lord of the Rings nerd, and not getting that one to build, that did sting a bit. But if they release more Lord of the Rings next year, hopefully I'll have risen the ranks a little bit in the ambassador program to earn one of those. Because also they have to look at who's got like bigger channels, who has, you know, more followers. And I'm a fairly small and fairly new ambassador. I've been ambassador for less than a year still. And there's some people that got the Barradur sets that have been ambassadors for like years, and they've got much bigger pages. So we'll get there. We'll get there for sure. Glad to see a British supercar by Lego. Yeah, brick with, is it Chait? Is that how it's pronounced? Chait? Yeah, I mean, I think it would also have been very cool to see a Aston Martin supercar. Like, I know they always do the Aston Martins with James Bond and stuff, but seeing an Aston Martin would have been a cool supercar to see also. But this McLaren looks quite pretty. I think it looks like it's going to be a really good one. We'll see, though. As I have mentioned, this set has been getting a lot of pre-release hate. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see how it turns out, because a lot of people were saying they thought it looked really, really bad. And I'm the kind of guy thinking, like, I don't think we can judge whether a set looks good or bad just based on a couple of pre-release photos or the box art. I think you gotta actually see the set in person before you can come to those kind of conclusions. I'd probably be a Disney set person and a Harry Potter set person. You know what? There's plenty of people who that's their thing. Those are good ones. I think my main ones are mostly like ideas and icons. Like, that's kind of where I fall in with most of my Lego stuff. I don't know why this set is getting hate. It's amazing. Yeah, Amy, a lot of people in the comment section, when I just posted my video just showing the box and just showing the pictures on the box, were saying how it looks trash and the Lego designers are so lazy, and you can get a better version of the McLaren P1 from these cheaper alternate brick companies. So, I don't know. There we go. Bag 1. Finished. That's a densely packed little thing there. So we've got these this little, what are these called, guys? Man, I'm not a car person, and all the words are just running out of my brain right now. Axle, that's the word. An axle with, I believe, what is called a slip differential, although, like I said, I'm not a car person. So I'm assuming these are where we're going to have our tires. We've got this little gearbox thing inside of there that can allow the tires to spin both in the same direction, or one go forward, one go backwards. So yeah, there's that. We'll set it aside and get started on bag 2. Speaking of, there it is. Where is that thing? That one didn't get quite the satisfying care that we looked for with these paper bags. Saw the Lamborghini icons in person, and it looks really good and big to me. Most of these icon Technic cars, like these 1/8 model supercars, when you see them in person, look really, really good. And they're huge. They're way bigger than people think they are. Like, just based on the box, it's hard to kind of tell. But like, look at the scale of the wheel. Like, that's how big the wheel is compared to my hand. Like, these are huge, huge sets. So I don't know. I think they look pretty cool. I'm excited to get it going further. See how it turns out. I think they've got some cool stuff in them. We'll do it too far. I thought I was going to try to get it a little bit better in camera. Looks almost finished. Yeah, basically, right? We're done. Look at all those pins. Oh, and here's the gold pieces they were saying. Apparently, the inside of the engine box, whatever, for the McLaren, they put gold plating on it to help with heat distribution, which, crazy. Makes sense why the car costs so much. It's like a what is it? $1.5 million car or something. If you're putting gold plating on the engine, I guess that helps make sense. But it's a cool detail that they're actually doing that accurately in this little model here. Oh, I love these little Technic pieces. I have no idea what they're called, what the technical name for them is, but like it's a free rotating hinge point basically. They're just like kind of fun to play with. They're like little fidget toys almost. It could be the front if it's all-wheel drive. It could be, that's true. Oh, geez, I think it's really stuck in there. Apparently once that piece is in, they don't want it moving at all. Oh, wait a second. Ah, I did that backwards. See, guys, this is what I'm saying. Oh, I did all of it backwards. What? Ugh. I knew I was going to make some mistakes on here, and there they are. There's the mistakes. Already having to go back and fix all this. Okay, now this makes more sense. All right. Ooh, and that set with Darth Jar Jar. Oh yeah. Yeah, the Dark Millennium Falcon, that one does look very cool. Although, like I said, I'm not the biggest Star Wars person, so I understand why I did not get that one. That is like, that totally makes sense to me. I'm fine with that. Like they're saving that set for the people who are like real hardcore Star Wars people. Oh geez. Okay, let's get these directions right, and then those two go into those two. Okay. There we go. So that's how we turn the wheels. Sweet. Yeah, but it's got Darth Jar Jar, and it's got Jedi Vader, and it's got Darth Rey is in it too. That set looks like it's going to have a lot of very fun multiverse kind of things in it, which is super cool. You know, I guess it's probably a good thing that I am actually catching my mistakes though, because I knew that I would make them. And if I was making it all the way through this set without noticing a single mistake, that would start to freak me out, because then I would think, oh geez, how many mistakes have I made and not realized it? You know? It's actually probably for the best. I pre-ordered that Dark Millennium Falcon set. Can't wait to see it in person. I agree, lady. It looks like a very, very cool set. Honestly, like, and I'm assuming a lot of other people really just want it for the minifigs. Like, I could, you know, I don't feel like I need another Millennium Falcon after getting the huge one, but those minifigs, they look awesome. BRB, okay, Joey, see you soon. They're not fun pulling them back apart to fix a mistake. No, Technic pulling apart to fix a mistake, so much worse than pulling apart Lego bricks to fix a mistake. So much worse. You gotta be very careful with Technic. The other thing that I was thinking about, because we got these little extras in our first box, is I am not as familiar with the Lego or with the Technic world, so I don't know as much like what pieces I should have extras of and what pieces I shouldn't. So if I have extras of any pieces, it's gonna freak me out because I don't know like, oh, is this one that would be an extra or is this not? You know, like these ones are all small enough that I can assume these are all fine being extras, but if they've got some bigger ones later on, I just won't know what ones are okay to be extras. I'm actually more excited for the C3PO set. That one does look fun. Do you know, is that C3PO set, is it at the same scale as the new R2-D2 set? Because that would be a very cool feature if they had done that. Because I remember when they came out with that new R2-D2, I was thinking like, why did they build this one? It's just like barely smaller and barely cheaper than the one that's still available in stores. So I thought that was kind of a weird choice. But if they did it because it was going to be the same scale as the new C3PO, that would be very smart. Sup, bro? Ezra, welcome in. Small pins mainly. Yeah, those small pins are, oof. Honestly, even just the big pins too. Like all the pins get to my fingers a lot quicker and start hurting a lot sooner than than the bricks do. Just Technic in general hurts my fingers more. Wait, did you finish the Dreams sets? Ezra, not yet. We still have not finished Castle Nocturnia. We started it last time, but I figured with this set being the new, today is the first day that we're allowed to show the inside of the box on this one. So I figured today would be a good day to start going at it for this one. Wanted to kind of be ahead of the curve on that one. The Dreams sets have been a little while that they've been able to be built, so I figured, you know, I'm already late on posting that review. Might as well just be a little bit more late. So we will finish Castle Nocturnia, and we will get the review posted. I might end up doing some of it off of the live stream just because I'm like running a little bit behind on the things that I need to post and review, but we will finish them. We'll just have to see when we finish them. Yes, at the same scale as the recent R2D2. Oh, okay, that makes more sense then. I was confused why the recent R2D2 was made the way that it was. I thought that was an odd choice, but as usual, LEGO knew what they were doing. They had some tricks up their sleeves. I'm a super Star Wars fan, but it's nice to see a ship that's different color than the gray. That's true. That is a good point. Yeah, those dark gray Star Wars sets start to get a little bit repetitive, don't they? The huge UCS Millennium Falcon definitely started to feel like that for me. Seems fair. Yeah, thanks, Ezra. I'm trying to balance out my schedule, make sure that we can get everything built, but also still do new things when they're available, you know, so people can see the new stuff sooner. So we'll get back to dreams one of these days. Whoa. Aha, I got so flipped upside down there. Two more of these 9s. Some people was wondering why I put Boba Fett in S tier along with the Rise of Skywalker. Ezra, you put Rise of Skywalker and Boba Fett in S tier for films and content? Man, you're continuing the conversation that we talked about the other day, that you've got some very different opinions on Star Wars than a lot of other people I know, which is totally fine. As I've been always saying, everyone's allowed their own opinions, of course, but yeah, I know very few people that would put Boba Fett or Rise of Skywalker on S tier. Yeah, you've got a lot of hot takes for the Star Wars movies and stuff, don't you? And the Marvel movies. Other people though that it was not my real tier list. Other people thought that it was not my real tier list. I mean, I'll be honest, if you told me that your S tier had Boba Fett and Rise of Skywalker on it, and I didn't already know that you have a lot of unpopular movie opinions, I would probably have assumed you were joking also. Because that is definitely a different take than most of the other people that I've heard. I would also have assumed that you were joking or something. Well, it was my real tier list. All right, that's fair. You are totally allowed to have a tier list that is completely different than anyone else. Personally, I don't think I would give either one of those shows even an A or B tier, let alone an S tier, but all right. To each their own, right? I'm confused why it's S tier. You know, I am too. I would also be confused as to why those films would qualify as S tier, but you know, I guess that's just Ezra, that's up to you. You can decide if you want to explain yourself or not. You don't have to. You're allowed to just have an opinion, not have to defend it. S tier means top fave, 10 out of 10. Yes. S tier is superior tier. Best of the best. Oh, geez. Those are like impossible to turn. Well, all right. We'll just keep chugging away. Just trust that LEGO knows what they're doing and something in there will come together, because I don't think I built anything in that step wrong. Although I guess it's technically always possible. Oh, I see, because they're just such small amounts of rotation. It's a lot of force it takes to turn those. I really did not like Boba Fett. I didn't love Boba Fett. I mean, I didn't hate it. You know, it was a fine little show, but definitely was not my favorite. Oh, are we losing internet connection? That I'm hearing the music's getting a bit choppy. That usually means that our internet is starting to fade. Yep, lost connection, reconnecting. Okay, are we back? Lost connection for a second. We good now? I put one Marvel movie in F tier, which means not fave. Oh, what? I'm a little bit scared, Ezra, to find out what your F tier is for Marvel movies, considering that Quantumania is one of your favorites. I heard about a new Lion King coming out, and I think it's about Mufasa. Correct, Alex. Yeah, they are making another. I mean, they call it live action. It's not really live action, you know. It's all still animated. It's just computer animated instead of hand drawn. But yeah, they are making a new live action Lion King. That is the origin story of Mufasa, which actually it looks pretty good. Boba Fett is my fave, along with The Mandalorian. Mandalorian is a great show. I thought Mandalorian was really, really well done. There were a few moments that were like, pacing's a little off, but I thought overall Mandalorian was a really well done show. My F tier had Black Widow. I really did not like it. Black Widow wasn't my favorite, but I liked it. I thought it was a fun time. What was it about Black Widow that you didn't like, Ezra? Mandalorian, I get, was a great TV show. Yeah, it was. Can't wait for it. It looks good from the trailer. I think so too, Alex. I didn't really love the new Lion King. I thought it was fine, but I didn't love it. It wasn't as good as the original. So I am curious to see how the Mufasa movie turns out. Very curious about that. This looks like it's going to be a cool little detail here. Some of these engine pieces or something. You know what? I'm going to be picky. I'm going to flip that piece around. Definitely don't need to do this, but got a little mold print on it. Just looks cleaner now. It was too confusing. Oh, I thought it was confusing. Okay. I didn't feel like it was confusing for me, but that's fair. I could understand if a movie was confusing that you wouldn't enjoy it. Totally understandable. How many bags per box on this set? It looks like we've got 10 in box 1. Yeah, 10 bags for box 1. And there's 3 boxes in the big box. So we're going to guess that we're going to end up with 30 boxes. Or close to 30 boxes at least. Oh, we got some bricks. Yes. I love bricks. Get a few things of building with bricks. Oh, this is to make that gold line thing, isn't it? Yeah. There's less boxes to other 1/8 supercars. Oh, are there? How many do the others have? I still need to see Elemental. Oh, Eternals though. I didn't love Eternals personally, but based on all of our other opinions, we always seem to think opposite. So you might really love Eternals, because I didn't super love it. Yeah, Chait, I did not love Eternals either, but Ezra seems to think most of the things that I like he doesn't like, and most of the things I don't like he does. So Ezra, you might really like it. Cool, getting those gold pieces in the engine there. Excellent. Bag 2. Yeah, this is taking a lot longer per bag. than the brick sets take me. How long have we been on? An hour and 10 minutes. So it's taking me like half an hour per bag. When the regular brick sets, I can do like 15 minutes per bag pretty easily. So it's like gonna take twice as long to build this Technic. What's your favorite film / series of all time? Probably The Lord of the Rings. Love The Lord of the Rings. Such fantastically created movies. Yeah, like nearly flawless films, all of them. I think Fellowship of the Ring especially is particularly good. They're all great, but I love Fellowship. Okay, what are we doing with this? Oh, I see what they're doing. That's pretty cool. Cool little feature there. So you can turn this knob and it will raise and lower. Oh, can you see? Turn this knob and it raises and lowers those pieces there. Okay. All right, Lego. Let's see what else you got for us. Looks like bag 3 doesn't have as much as bag 2 did, so that's probably good for me. This is an 18 plus. It better be, because I'm looking at some of these steps and I'm like, geez, this is hard for me to keep straight. Can't imagine like some young kid who loves cars trying to build this thing. Although there are some insanely talented little young builders, so I'm sure they're out there. Some 10-year-old building this thing faster than I could. I'm not sure if Eternals is I'm not sure what Eternals is about though, so I'll probably see it. Yeah, you should see it and then just, decide for yourself if you like it or not. Yeah, it's an interesting movie. It's definitely different than a lot of the other Marvel movies. Wasn't my favorite, but it is some people's favorite. I know the Lamborghini Cyan had 6 boxes and the other was 4, I believe. Oh, okay. I do know this one has less pieces than some of them, so maybe that's true. Maybe it's smaller. What are you eating? Gary, it's M&M's. Oh, and I only have 2 left. Now they're gone. Have you seen the Rings of Power? I have, yeah. I liked Rings of Power. I thought it was cool. Once again, I know a lot of hardcore super fans of The Lord of the Rings were mad about them changing stuff from the original source material, but it's like every movie, TV show, film always changes stuff from the source material. They just have to, like the Lord of the Rings films, which most Lord of the Rings fans love. That changed a lot of stuff from the source material too. It just is what it is. You just have to change stuff sometimes. So doesn't do much good getting all upset over it just when they change something. What was your take on the Ring of Power? Oh yeah, like I was saying, I liked it. I know that there's some stuff that was different, and it's not as good as the Peter Jackson original trilogy. I did think it was better than The Hobbit. I'll say that. Oh, I see. I liked it better than the Hobbit series. I didn't like it as much as the original trilogy, but I did like it. It was a good time. I thought it introduced some cool things, some cool ideas, and they did have to change some stuff from the source material of the Silmarillion, but that's just always going to happen. I thought that it was closer to like the feel and the vibes of the original Lord of the Rings trilogy than The Hobbit was to the original Lord of the Rings trilogy, and I really appreciated that. Do you have the gift with purchase for this car? No, they did not send me the gift with purchase with the car. Unfortunately. Looks like a cool little gift with purchase. I would have liked to have it, but nope, not this one. Oh, you like Rings of Power? I started watching it and on only the second episode, but it had a good start though. Plus, I'm doing a Hobbit and Lord of the Ring rewatch too. Okay. Yeah, I always support a Lord of the Rings rewatch. Two sevens. Oh, gotta do that twice. Okay. Let's see, and those go where? Come on. That is where that goes, right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. This one's just being annoying. Doesn't want to go in. There we go. Cool. Although I don't love building Technic, I'm always impressed with the mechanical stuff in Technic, like how they get all the gears to move together and make these cool little movement functions in them. It's very impressive engineering, even though building with it is not usually my favorite thing. I'm on the third movie of Hobbit, and that one is my fave with the Battle of the Five Armies. Yeah. I didn't love the Hobbit series in general. I thought they were just fine. But of the three Hobbit movies, An Unexpected Journey was my favorite. What? What the heck? I feel The Hobbit could have been one film and it was a smaller book. Yeah, the original plan for The Hobbit was actually just to make it 2 movies, which I think would have been great. Um, but then the studio was like, "No, we want to make more money, make it a trilogy." And then Peter Jackson also had like way less time to prep for The Hobbit than he did for The Lord of the Rings. For Lord of the Rings, he was prepping for that movie for like years, getting it all ready and getting the script ready and everything the way that he liked it and wanted it. And for The Hobbit, he was thrown in like at the last second, basically. So it's not really fair to compare the two of them, given how much shorter of a time frame Peter Jackson had to make it. Originally, I think it was Guillermo del Toro was going to be the one making the Hobbit movies, and then he had to back out. So Peter Jackson came back in at the last second, and it's just like a lot of stuff went wrong with the pre-production on that film. So it just kind of felt rushed, and you could like feel that in the movie. Like Peter Jackson's heart wasn't really as in it as it was for The Lord of the Rings. This set already looks big from only being on bag 3. Yes, it is. Like the fact that this is only bag 3 out of probably like 30, it's going to be a very big car. 100%. Okay. I think that's the rear you're building, since I think that will be for the spoiler. Oh, is that what that function is going to be? Raise the spoiler up and down? I could see that for sure. Oh, and they did say there's like a singular rear exhaust. So that definitely could be it. I think you might be right. If anyone's going to be building this set or any of these other sets similar to it, Lego does a very kind thing, because often we have pieces like this that look identical, but they're just mirror images of each other. And sometimes when you're looking in the instructions, like, wait, which one of these do I use? So you can see in the book, they've actually got it numbered 70 and 71. On the insides of the pieces, you'll see I don't know if you can see on the camera, they'll mold the numbers 70 and 71 onto these pieces. So you can say, okay, 71 is this one. So it's this piece. So that's the one that goes here. It's very, very helpful when you're building these sets, when sometimes it's kind of hard to see which piece they want you to use. If there's 2 pieces that are like the same piece, but just in reverse, So pay attention to that. If they show the numbers on the book, it's a very helpful way to be able to see which piece you need to use. It looks I need to get up now. All right, Ezra, all right. Well, we're glad you were able to hang out with us. I do love Technic when there's all these functional parts, but not fun when building some of it. Yeah, that's kind of my feeling on it too. The functional stuff is super, super cool and satisfying to see. Like, see how it all comes together and all the different gears and parts move and everything. That's very cool. But I cannot lie, I don't love putting pins in things as much as I love putting bricks together, so that's all right. It's been a good time so far. It's great when putting stickers on, as you can see the piece number. Oh yeah, that's a good point too. It's 8:39 for me already, so it's nice to come in. I'll see you next time. All right, Ezra, excellent. Thanks for joining. Oh, here's another one, 21 and 22. Okay, so 21 on this side. It's 22 over here. Yeah, then they're just showing on that picture what we've already discovered, which is that when you twist this knob, those pieces come up and down there. Nice little engineering. Box 1. Okay, so we finished that section of box 1. Next section of box 1, 7-speed gearbox and V8 engine. Are they actually building a 7-speed gearbox or just a replica? That would be insane. No way they're actually building it. Creating a 7-speed gearbox with existing LEGO Technic elements would have put too much strain on the elements and construction. Okay, as I expected. Instead of opting for an alternative 6 or 8-speed version, we developed new building techniques and shifter drum elements and 2 new gear wheels to mimic the real-life version. Are you kidding me? So they did build a 7-speed, but it just mimics the real-life. Oh my gosh. That's insane. LEGO, why? Why are you so insane? Okay, back forward. We'll set this aside and get building the 7-speed shifter gearbox. I do think this set will change your mind on Technic. I can see it already, LOL. Alex, I kind of can too. I am massively already impressed with what they're doing with little plastic pieces. Like, it's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Ready for the air brake spoiler. Yeah. Hi, Winter in Canada. Welcome in. No, you're building it. We are building it. Okay, man. That's crazy. I did not think that we would actually build a 7-speed shifter. Yes. Okay, LEGO. LEGO's just showing off at this point, aren't they? Developing all new pieces to be able to do this. They're really just like, someone was like, you can't build a 7-speed shifter made out of plastic in that tiny little 1/8 replica. And they just said, hold my drink. Here we go. LEGO truly was like, wanna bet? Challenge accepted. I'm very curious, all the people who commented on my other video about how these alternate brick companies had made, you know, a better version, looks better and it's cheaper and all that. I wonder if those alternate brick companies also created a 7-speed shifter in their models. Something tells me they did not. Imagine a 10-speed. I still can't even imagine a 7-speed. So we'll see what happens. I've never seen a 7-speed being built in LEGO since all the other cars haven't had this done before. Yeah. Well, and they said instead they could have done a 6 or an 8-speed. So I'm assuming a 6 or an 8-speed is easier for them to do because an even number is easier to work into your gear mechanisms. So I'm very curious to see what they're doing to make this 7-speed functional. That's wild. They did an 8-speed for the CN. Yeah. But see, that's the thing, is that an 8-speed makes more sense, at least in my brain, because an 8-speed is a number that you can like 8 works mathematically with gears. Like you can divide your gears into half, then quarter, then eighth, and you can like get those speeds done in those ways. But 7 is a hard 7's a hard number to do with math. Geometrically, 7 is just very hard to do. No, I'm okay. 8 was bad enough. Yeah. Honestly, it was a killer to build, but I did enjoy it, to be honest. Okay, nice. Well, I mean, we'll see. We'll see what 7-speed does. Jeez. Honestly, it was a killer to build, but I didn't enjoy it, to be honest. Oh, yes, I saw that. Yeah, I totally could imagine building those 8 speeds to be quite challenging. I don't know if I would have. I don't know. I guess if you've got instructions, it's never going to be too bad. But like, it's just impressive. It's just impressive that they're doing it at all, to be honest. That's the real thing. It's just impressive that they're not just being like, oh, look, like here's some pieces that we put together in a random way that looks like the engine, that looks like an 8-speed or a 7-speed, but that they're actually being like, oh, this car has a 7-speed engine. Okay, well, I guess we're going to build that and functionally make that work with plastic Technic pieces. Oh, man. This is the part I don't like though about building with Technic, is that when the pins don't all like line up exactly, it makes it so hard to get the pieces to connect. It's like kind of a pain when you're trying to get multiple pins in at the same time. They can often be like misaligned just a little bit, and then they don't connect. Okay, got that done now. This was the second car to have a 7-speed gearbox. The Porsche 911 had it first. Okay, nice. I wonder if they put the gear shifter in or the flappy paddle. Good question. It fascinates me how a 7-speed works, as it has a dual clutch system. Man, I am not in any way, shape, or form a gearhead. Like, I know very little about cars and engines, but I am impressed. I will say that. I'm very impressed. Although I guess I might be easy to impress because of that, because of how little I know. Okay, here we go. We're getting the gears on. So you found a space for it to go? Not yet, but I think I'm gonna get another one of these floating shelves and put it right there. Or maybe I'll just move the cat somewhere else. I think I do want to do some more floating shelves though next to the Eiffel Tower to fill up some of that space. Because it does look like there's just like a lot of empty blank space behind me when you can't see the Eiffel Tower, you know? Oh no, that doesn't go there. Goes there. Another 4-pin. Goes there. 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 Okay. Gotta be very careful about where I'm putting these because this could all go wrong very quickly. I love the cat behind you. Oh, well, thanks, Gary. Maybe I'll leave him there and I'll just add the car somewhere else then. I'm going to have to get a new floating shell for the 2 Technic sets that are coming out. Ooh, which ones, Alex? Well, enjoying. Can't wait to see it finished. Thank you, Che. Thanks for joining. Great having you in the chat for a while. Come on back anytime. Oh, 4 of these? Jeez. Ooh, they're getting real serious in here. Okay, what are you trying to show me? That fits in there. Okay. Got it. So it's the McLaren P1 that you're building currently, and the new Mercedes G-Wagon off-road. Ooh, that G-Wagon does look nice. That is a nice looking set. Yeah, those are going to be good ones, Alex. You got a lot of good builds coming out for you soon. That 1-to-1 is correct. Hey guys, Tyler's here. He's gonna come pay us a visit. Maybe not. Nah, he just got done working out, so I'm assuming he's gonna go shower. I'm still recovering from the Notre Dame set that I had finished building about a week ago now. Ooh, that Notre Dame was so good though. Such a good set. Love that one. How'd you like the build? You're recovering from it, but was it at least a good build to recover from? It's a good thing they color coded all of these gears because there are so many gears of different sizes in this thing. Okay, and where do these go? One goes here. And one goes here. Great. It was really, really good. The detail was amazing, and I had also put a minifig up front with a camera to act as a tourist. Oh, that's fun. Yeah, they did a great job with that build. Incredibly, incredibly detailed. So many aspects of it that were so well done, honestly. They're telling me to spin that, but I'm not sure why. But it spins everything else. I guess we're working, doing the right thing so far. Yeah, never in a million years would I have been able to design anything like this if I was the one working at Lego that was tasked with doing this thing. That I would be like, absolutely not. That's not possible. I feel like there's going to be a set of the Cologne Cathedral in Germany, as it has good architecture to it. That could be a cool one. That could be a very cool one. Part of me doubts it because Lego rarely does anything religiously affiliated. The Notre Dame was the first like religious affiliated building that they've made in decades. And I think it was probably just because the Notre Dame is so famous for its architecture and also because of the fire. So I would be personally, I'd be surprised if they did more cathedrals. I think that was probably a one-off thing for them, but you never know. Lego has surprised us before. You truly just never know. Oh, then they put it on. Okay. Where? And how? What? there. Oh, wow. That just slides right in there. Perfect snug fit. Very true. To be honest, I really wouldn't know how to design a set at all. I feel like if I was in charge of designing a brick set, I could do a pretty good job. I usually just struggle with the ideas. Like when someone's like, "Oh, you should build a custom thing," I'm like, I just like the ideas of what to build is what I struggle with. But I feel like if someone gave me a job and was like, "Hey, we need you to design blank thing out of bricks," I feel like I could do a decent job. Out of Technic, I'd be completely lost. But bricks, I think I could manage. Word. Oh my word, watching all these gears spin and like the different speeds of the different gears is just like unbelievable. Like how some of them spin so slowly and some spin so fast, but they're all connected to the same pieces. It's just physics is crazy, guys. Physics is crazy. Hey TJ, hey Star Wars, welcome in. How are you? Good to see you. We're working on the McLaren P1. It's coming along. It's very intense, but it is coming along. I'm good, good to hear, Star Wars. Very good. What you been up to? Any cool builds or anything lately? Let's do it this way. I feel like they made this harder than it needed to be on this particular step. So I'm going to do a little bit backwards. There we go. Jeez, we've been on for almost 2 hours, and this is as far as we've gotten. This build is going to be a long one. Almost 2 hours, and we're almost done with bag, what, 4? So yeah, it's taking like half hour per bag. This is way, way slower than when I'm building with bricks. Okay, well, there's bag 3. We've got a very complicated gearbox system going on here that got a lot of different movements all over. Just looking at that from the top, like the amount of gears spinning and everything. Whoo, crazy. Crazy, crazy. Okay, where's bag 5? Oh. Oh, rubber band probably in there. Oh. A few more pieces. That's one negative thing about the paper bags. Overall, I like them, but things do get stuck in there a lot easier. You gotta be careful. Okay, let's see here. Oh, needed 2 of those. Okay, and 2 more. I've never used a lot of these pieces before. Normally, if I'm building a brick-based set and there's pieces that I've never used before, it's kind of like a rare thing. But I've done so little Technic that like half of these pieces I've never seen before, which is a little bit intimidating. Realizing that there's this whole other world of Lego that I'm just like completely unaware of. Or I guess not unaware of, but just very unpracticed in, I guess you could say. All right, that is a very different gear piece than what you normally see. It's like much thinner. What? What is happening here? Huh. Okay. I'm a little bit confused about this, but that's all right. Well, right off the bat, I did something wrong. Good thing I'm paying attention to these little things. So these little arrows that you'd have to make sure are aligned properly when you're putting these pieces together. That could very easily be overlooked. Are you going to tell me I need one of these and not tell me where it goes? So lesson of the day with Technic is pay very close attention. Very close attention. I mean, I guess you should technically pay very close attention on all Lego builds, but maybe it's just because I'm more used to bricks. I don't make as many mistakes. Here's the rubber band. There. There. There we go. Oh, that's how it changes gears. Oh my word. What? What? Oh, that's crazy. That's honestly crazy. Okay. Hey, Megan on Twitch, welcome in. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, we are building the McLaren P1 supercar at the 1/8 scale. Great time. Great time, great build. Well, I mean, great so far. Yeah, it's good. I'm enjoying it. I hate Technic. It hurts my fingers. Same. Yeah, Technic has never been my go-to. So this is kind of a new experience for me. Yeah, I've done Technic inside of other sets, you know, as the like the tool that they use in other sets to accomplish, you know, things like in the the Pac-Man set had a lot of Technic inside to like make the motors function and run and stuff. So I've done a lot of that kind of thing, but this is the first time I've done a complete full oh, excuse me, a complete full Technic set. And I can't lie, it is a little bit overwhelming. It's impressive for sure, seeing all of these crazy things that they're doing with these pieces, but it is also slightly overwhelming that it's just so many pins and gears and all this stuff that I am not used to building. It's cool though. I like it. I'm excited to see how it all comes together in the end. And it is a seriously good thing that they have a lot of these pins and gears color coded to actually see where these things are supposed to go. Even with the color code, it's still sometimes hard to tell like which pin these are actually supposed to be on, and like, did I do this correctly or not? I'm not 100% positive. Don't underestimate Technic. That's really what I'm learning from this. It is a whole another beast. Yikes. Okay, where do these go? What? No. Oh, wait. So that does not line up. There it is. That's how it lines up. Okay. So we're still good. We're still on track. Things are lining up. It's kind of scary though. I keep feeling like at any moment I'm going to come across something that I did wrong like 20 steps ago and have to go back and redo so much. It's a little bit stressful. I won't lie. Oh, we're getting the first look at our color of the vehicle. It's this like canary yellow color. It's like, it's not quite to orange, but it is like a darker yellow. It's not just the standard Lego yellow that you usually see. That's going to be a cool color to have this vehicle in. I know a lot of people when they saw the pictures of the vehicle, the pictures honestly, oh, I don't have the back of the car. The pictures on the box made the car look more orange, and a lot of people were like, what? Another orange car? We already have an orange car. And a lot of people were saying they wish it was yellow. So I think they're going to be happy that it is much closer to yellow than it is to orange. If anyone out there is looking at this set, I will say the pictures make it look more yellow, or make it look more orange, but it is definitely closer to... It's closer to yellow than it is to orange, if that matters to you when purchasing. You still going, Jess? Yeah, welcome back. I am still going. It's a lot to build. I gotta be honest. It's Uh-oh. Uh-oh, guys. I'm coming across my first potential issue. Not sure if it's an issue or not, though. It looks like it might be an issue. So that doesn't stick out as far as it looks like it does on the box. Or on the instructions. And I can't see far enough in there to see if that's okay or not. Is this just supposed to go farther down? Maybe that's it. Oh, yeah, there we go. That fixed it. Whew. Close one. Thought that I had made a mistake that I was going to pay for severely. Oh, I gotta do 2 of those. Whoops. Oh, was I supposed to do 2 of the other thing too? I was supposed to do 2 of this also. Yikes. Wow, I'm making so many mistakes. So yes, Jess, we are still going, and we're starting to struggle a little bit, but we are still going. Still here. Chugging along. Slowly but surely, we are making progress. Okay, so now I've got both of those on, and then I get another one of these on. Okay, now this goes here. Hello, Looney. Welcome back. OMG making the broom broom. Yeah, we are. Good to see you, Looney. Yeah, we're doing this thing. Making the McLaren P1. It is very intense so far. This is the 7-speed gearbox that we're making right now, and oh my word, this thing is technically amazing. Like I could never. Like the way they have all these gears fitting together and getting those speeds working properly and everything is just mind-blowing to me as someone who would never in a million years be able to figure out how to fit all these pieces together. Good to see you too. Wow, it's complex. It is incredibly complex. We did this section over here, which I think is going to be for the back of the car. We've got where the tires are going to go. And then we've got this little lever here, or this little knob here that lifts that up, which we think is for the spoiler, which would make a lot of sense. It looks like it's going to be the back of the car there. And then here we've got the gearbox, and that's also incredibly complex. And it's just, I mean, it makes sense for a supercar, right? But I just assumed that for the engine, they would just try to design something that would look like an engine, you know, look similar to an engine. But they are really, really making a 7-speed functional engine here, which I can't even begin to imagine how you would do that. Like, how do you even start designing something like that, you know? Well, thankfully, they didn't get any advice from Technic Engine, LOL. Literally, I was thinking that when I started building this set. I was like, oh my gosh, no. I had such a bad experience with the last engine that I built. Luckily, this one has been nothing like that. The pieces are all here. We're not missing any pieces. They're all sorted. The instructions are clear and accurate. Yeah, we're avoiding all of the Titanic engine issues. It has, though, it has also made me think about those other sets that the Titanic engine people sent me. Remember they sent me like 4 more little engine things, and I was like, I'm never gonna actually build these. Like, these don't look like that good of sets. I don't even want to try this. And now I'm like, you know what, actually? That actually might be kind of cool. Now that I'm seeing how all of these motor parts and stuff work together. So this is, you know, the engine DIY shop who sent me those sets should thank Lego, because this set is making me think that I'm more likely to attempt building those other sets. Yeah, it looks like a spoiler. I agree, Looney. My timing is amazing. Indeed it is. It truly is. Yeah, I think this is probably going to be the last bag we'll do for today. This is bag 5 that we're on. It's taking me like a half an hour per bag, which is way more than I normally do. So I don't know. We'll see. I might call it after this. Maybe I'll see what Tyler's up to. I always feel a little bit bad coming down on my live stream and spending so much time down here, and he's just upstairs, just doing his own thing. I always feel like I'm kind of abandoning him. To be fair, though, I always invite him to come on the live. I always tell him he should come join. And he just usually doesn't. Can't hurt to try another one of those sets. That's true. Actually, it could. It could hurt. It really could. We still haven't finished the Titanic. We're still like not even halfway on that one. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm sure Ty understands, but good to spend time with hubby. Yeah, right? He's very supportive, and he definitely understands, but I also am like, I don't want to just be gone like all the time, you know? Okay, what now? That's supposed to go in all the way. Not this. Don't want to over exert these pins or anything, but I think those are supposed to be all the way in there. Yeah. Okay. Oh, 4 of these? Oh, that doesn't go there. I think you should just melt that Titanic engine, but save 1 piece as a memento. Honestly, that kind of sounds like a good time. Just like get rid of it, purge it from my life. I don't know. There's still a small part of me that's like, I gotta finish it as like to prove that I can do it, you know, as a challenge. But then there's part of me that's like, no, screw that. It's miserable. Don't do it. Maybe since it's been such a long time, I've had such a long break from it, maybe going back to it won't be so bad. Maybe. Or maybe it'll still be terrible. Who knows? Oh, here's where the arrows have to be pointed in the right direction. Okay. Looks like this is very important that this arrow is here and that arrow is there. Oh, so now when we switch gears, it switches both of them. Wow. Oh my gosh, Lego. How do you do it? How do you do it, Lego? How are you so good at what you do? It's crazy. If nothing else, it's been very entertaining. Well, thanks. Why has everyone been hating this set? Just the pictures, honestly. All the comments that I've seen, all the pictures like, this set looks like garbage, it looks like trash, you should go get the cheaper one from this other company that looks better. And I'm like, y'all have only seen a picture of it. You haven't even seen the real thing. Like, I know that Lego's not a perfect company. Sometimes the things they make are not very good. Sometimes they miss. But like, I at least would want to wait to see before I come to those decisions. You know, I would want to see the set in person first. But yeah, people are really hating on this one. Okay, so we spin this. And it does not spin that. Should it be? Is it supposed to be spinning those? Because it's not. I need to put it in another gear. Oh, you change gears and that changes which ones spin. Or how quickly they spin, which is exactly what an engine is supposed to do. Or a gearbox is supposed to do. Wow. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. So there it is. Does this set come with stickers? I haven't found any stickers yet, but maybe in another box there's gonna be stickers, but not yet, not so far. From the pictures on the box, it looks like there might be one or two, like for the logo, but it's hard to tell at this point because we're just doing the inside stuff, which doesn't have stickers. Well, that's clever. Well, I have judged the new world travel set with the stupid airplane. That does look terrible. That's fair. Like, I think it's totally fine to say the pictures don't look good. And sometimes Lego sets just are bad and they're just not, well, I don't know if I would even say that it's bad. I would say they're not always designed for you. But it's the hardcore car people that have been looking at the pictures and like, that looks nothing like the McLaren P1. It looks like garbage, trash, Lego just overpriced, blah, blah, blah. They fail on this one. You could get the P1 from this other company for like 5 years and it's better, and you know, all the things. So that world travel one, I am a little iffy on. We'll see what happens there. What time are we at? 3:30. What do we think, guys? Should we keep going? Keep building? Someone somewhere will always like it. That is true. Yeah. Always someone, right? Gary says yes. Yes, we should keep going. I mean, we are halfway done with this box, but it is only 3:30. I've got time. Go spend time with hubby. How about this? I'm gonna take a quick pause. All right. So I think there's actually a way that I can like pause my screen. I'm gonna take a quick pause, and then we will come back with I'm gonna go take a quick pause, go use the restroom, go chat with Tyler, and then I'll come back and I'll see how we're feeling at that point. How about that? So I think in order to do that, there's like these little video clips I can show. We'll try that. I'm just trying new stuff on here, I guess. So I will be right back. So hang out for a second and we'll see you soon. Okay. Oh, well, I guess that video thing didn't last very long, did it? TJ, the pause thing works, but it put a 1-minute timer and then went back to the Lego room. Well, okay, here we are now. You should finish one box today and tomorrow do the next box. The whole box today would be a lot. Well, let's check out bag 6. See how long bag 6 takes us, shall we? Maybe that'll help me decide. Oh, bag 6 doesn't look too bad. But we're only halfway done with this box. And if it took 2.5 hours to do the first half of the box, I don't think I would like to be on the live stream for another 2.5 hours. That might be a long time. Me encanta este Lego. Muchas gracias. I don't speak Spanish very well, but I understand that. If you love the Lego, I love it also. Yo también. Me encanta este Lego también. Me gusto mucho. Is that how you say it? I took 3 years of Spanish in high school. You'd think I would be better at speaking Spanish. Bag 6 seems okay, not much. Yeah, bag 6 seems like we can do bag 6. We got this. Not nearly as many pieces as the other bags, so that's good at least. Yeah, it looks like bag 6 is going to be very quick, actually. Looks like not too much in this bag at all. How is the gearbox? Oh, Chase, it is crazy. It is absolutely crazy. Like seeing the way that like it shifts gears and how that affects what things are shifting and everything. Like, ooh, Lego's crazy. It wasn't too difficult. Like there were some parts that I had to just pay super close attention because it would be easy to get it wrong, but not overly difficult to do. Just you gotta pay attention. You know what I'm saying? I went to a Lego event last Sunday. It was decent. Had lots of stalls with Lego sets plus tons of retired ones, but was very expensive. Ooh, yeah. That sounds like a Lego event. Especially if their merchants are coming and they're reselling Lego, then those are always going to be more expensive than the prices that you get from like the Lego store. And they often have the super rare ones, and obviously those get very expensive. The rare retired sets are super valuable. It's not a cheap hobby that we've picked, guys. we could have picked a much cheaper hobby if we wanted to. But instead, here we all are, losing our paychecks to Lego. Sometimes the glare off of this studio light is not super helpful. Yeah, I get that. It's something you have to concentrate on for sure. And there were like certain parts where it was like, they were like, okay, put this gear on. I'm like, I cannot tell which of the 12 pins that are sticking out you want me to put that gear on. I do not know what you're trying to tell me. Okay, and that goes there. Looks like it. Looks like we're getting it. I nearly got the modular police station. Oh, Looney, that's my favorite modular. Should have gotten it. Because it did retire, I'm pretty sure. So, yeah, that's a really good set. I really enjoyed that modular. I think that was actually the modular that really got me to love the modular series. It was just so cool. Okay, connecting this section onto this section. It looks like those go. What? Okay, yeah, like that. Figuring out where those pins connect and which ones you're supposed to line them up with. Not the easiest, but we got it. Got it connected. Okay, sweet. Dang it! Yeah, Looney. That's all right. You'll have another chance, I'm sure. Sometime. Okay, let me get... This thing goes here. And this guy goes here. How many books in the set? 2 books, and this is book 1. We're like not quite halfway through book 1. So it's a lot. It's a lot of stuff to figure out. How do you prioritize retiring sets? I mean, at this point, I'm usually able to send, luckily, since I'm an ambassador now, I'm usually able to afford the sets that I really want because LEGO sends me a lot of the other ones. So if there's a set that I really want that LEGO didn't send to me, like Barad-dûr, I'm able to budget for it a lot easier these days than I used to. Yeah, I usually, if I've got a budget for a LEGO set that I'm trying to get, I'll just get the ones that are retiring the soonest. And then I'll try to get those before they retire. If they have retired, then I usually try to get them if they, like, as soon as I can after retiring, because the longer you wait, usually the price goes up more. Usually right after they retire, there's what's called a retirement pop, which is like they immediately jump up pretty quickly. And then they kind of level out. So I would try to get something as soon as you can if it's already retired. If it's a recent retire, get it soon. Because if something retired like a year ago and you get it today, you'll probably get a much better deal on it than in 2 or 3 or 4 years. But if a set retired like 4 years ago and you wait another year or 2, it's probably not going to increase a ton more, if that makes sense. Like there's kind of like this exponential growth of how much a set is after it retires, how much a set is worth after it retires. And usually if it's already hit that big pop in price, it doesn't go up a ton more after that. You know, like the greengrocer, for example. The greengrocer has been retired for a long time, and I've been looking at it for like 2 or 3 years to get it. And it's been about $800 or $900 for the last like 2 or 3 years. It's like kind of stayed at that level. Whereas a set that has newly retired is much more likely, if you wait a year or 2, that it's going to go up a lot. So that's how I usually do it. Can I ask a non-LEGO question? Yeah, absolutely. Your wedding band, is it jewelry or a tech ring? This one is just a silicone ring. This is my flexible rubber silicone one that I wear when I'm building. Honestly, I wear it a lot because it's just more comfortable for me. I don't like the feeling of jewelry. So this one like doesn't feel as noticeable, you know, that I'm wearing it. Because yeah, jewelry's just never been the most comfortable for me. The real wedding band that we have is a jewelry one. It's not a tech one. For the same reason as I wear the silicone wedding ring, I've tried on the tech rings before, and they're so big and bulky that I'm just like, nah, I can't wear that big of a thing, you know? It like starts to bother my fingers. Okay, well, we finished that bag in like 10 minutes. So we're done with bag 6. So let's do bag 7. Why not? The video is being weird. The quality. Oh, is it being weird again? Am I losing internet service? Do we think that's why? Is my internet dying? Ah, nice. Tech ring is comfy on index finger. Oh, is it? Okay. Yeah, I just like anytime I feel like rings or necklaces or anything on me, I just don't love the feeling of it. So I don't usually wear very many jewelry, accessory things for that reason. They look very cool though. I've thought about getting the tech rings, especially like the ones that track your sleep and everything, because I have sleep apnea. So I have thought that would be a good thing to have for me. Okay, we got these clear little engine type pieces. These ones have brick connections on them. We could connect bricks to them if we wanted to. I have the good Wi-Fi on Comcast, the 10G. I mean, ours is supposed to be good. Ours is supposed to be like as fast as Xfinity Comcast has. That's what they tell us anyway, but you know, a lot of the time I don't believe them. Hubby has Aura Ring. Got it when we came to the States in February. Very good. Think I'm gonna treat myself. Ooh, nice. Yeah, if you found one that works for you guys, go for it. Sure, we got this one-to-one thing on here. You get these little caps for these piston pieces. Okay. Got that. Oh, it's the engine. Yes. Yes, it is. I'm always a Comcast customer. I've been thinking about switching lately because they have not been giving us the best service lately, but we'll see. Unfortunately, a lot of the time with your internet provider, you're just kind of stuck with whoever has service in your area, which is not always the best people, you know? But it is what it is. That makes sense on the retirement sets. Yeah, keep an eye on them and you can usually find a decent deal, you know? Gary, I thought video quality was my tired eyes, lol. Oh, so it is for not just Gary, it's for other people too, the video quality's gotten bad. Okay, so that might be the internet. My Wi-Fi signal might be bad. I thought he froze then. Oh, did I freeze? Am I back? Have to go to Have Fun Building. Thank you, Gary. Thanks for stopping in. Bye, Gary. Have a great weekend. You too. Do something fun. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. I messed up. I messed up. It's very easy to mess up on these sets, I'm learning. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I messed up again. Okay, so there's a little engine with those piston pieces in there. Piston pieces in there. Video is just a bit blurry. Weird. Okay. It's intermittent blurry. Well, I guess there's nothing I can do about that then. There we go. We got our little pistons in there. That looks pretty cool. Like flashing lights. Piston pieces. Don't want to get that wrong. LOL. Wait. What did I say that? You don't want to say it wrong, LOL. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, that is pretty... that is pretty close to being some problematic language. Yay, bricks! We got a break from the Technic pins with some bricks and some tiles. Ooh, okay, we got our first printed piece. P1 printed on there, so looks like we might not have any stickers. That would be great for a set this expensive to not have any stickers. V8 engine built. Oh yeah, got it. 8 cylinders. Number 7, yeah, this is number 7. Here's number 8, guys. Like we talked about before, those opposite but symmetrical pieces. Got to make sure you have the right numbers on there, which is very helpful that LEGO does that. I'm off to bed. Good night. Nice chatting. Looney, thanks for joining. Nice chatting with you as well. We will see you later. Catch you on the next live. All right, so now as we spin that, we get those pistons moving and also all the gears moving. It's all coming together. Oh, now it's really all coming together. Okay, wow. What the? Okay, let's make sure, absolutely sure, that I get these two sections connecting in the right way. Lego will make a mechanic out of you yet. I mean, honestly, it would take a lot because I'm like so not a car person. It's crazy. But yeah, they can give it their best shot. If anyone can, it's Lego. Oh. Aha! There we go. Okay, now let's get these. Looks like these are going to be the supports. Make sure that thing stays in there. Gotta make two of these. Okay, and where do they go? Okay. Ooh, wow. Showing this top picture to make sure that you got everything lined up right. Think I do. Yeah, if anyone could make a mechanic out of me, it would be Lego, because it certainly would not be real cars doing it. Especially not now that my real car is electric. What? This is like some kind of Sims elevator music. All right, we are almost done with this bag. It is so tempting to just like keep building, you know? Just keep going like forever. But I know that I should probably get off. This bag has taken a little bit longer than the last one, so. And my fingers are definitely getting sore. We've been building for almost 3 hours now, and Technic pins for 3 hours, oof, not the best on the fingertips. Yo, what? What is happening? Oof, whew, that freaks me out. I was like, there's no way this gear piece is supposed to be extra. We were coming to the end of it, and I was thinking, did I miss a gear piece somewhere along the way? That would have not been good. Nice. It's all working smoothly. Gotta love that. The Lego pieces all work the way that they're meant to. Don't know what that is supposed to do. But that is the end of bag 7, guys. And that is the end of the gearbox. Wow. That is intense. That is very intense. Okay, next we will be building the hybrid mode, E mode, and interior. Man, okay, yeah, that's definitely a good place to stop since we literally got to a new section in the book. So there it is. there is bags 1 through 7 of the McLaren P1. Clearly, we still have a lot of work to go. We've only done, like half, or we're a little over half of this first book. So we're like a fourth of the way through this set. Yeah, a lot still to go. We finished bag 7. There are still 3 bags left in box 1. And then as you can see in the picture here, box 1, then we've got box 2, and then we've got box 3. So we still have plenty left to build. We're barely scratching the surface on the interior actually looks like we got most of the engine and stuff going pretty good. 7-speed gearbox made out of Lego, made out of Technic pieces. Mighty impressive, Lego. Mighty impressive. Yeah, I don't know what else to say besides Lego. Lego being Lego, doing their crazy thing where they're just like, oh yeah, you want us to make a functioning 7-speed gearbox? Sure, why not? So that is it for today. Thank you everyone for joining, everyone who joined in on the chat. Thank you for hanging out with us, having a good time watching on the live stream. If you're watching on the replay, we would love to have you come hang out in the chat, so make sure you hit that notification bell so you can get alerted next time we're going live. Most days I'm live at around 3 p.m. Mountain Time, so you can look forward to that. Yeah, we've got to finish this up. We also have to finish the Dreams set, Castle Nocturnia. Oh, it's over there. We've also got to finish that, so we have a lot of building left to do on the live stream. And yeah, all of this has got to be done before August 1st so we can post these reviews and show the world. So keep on coming back. We will have many more builds yet to come. We've got some new things coming down the pipeline that I'm not actually allowed to tell you what they are yet, but trust me, they're going to be fun. You're going to like seeing these. So thank you again for joining, and